Sargent, and I am back today with another Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette video. So if you would like to find out what my thoughts are on this palette, and if you want to find out how I created this warm, yellowy, mustard, grungy look, then just keep watching. In my last tutorial, we focused on these green shades right here. So today we are going to dive into the other half of this palette and focus on these orangey brown shades. Okay, getting started today, I am going to go in with this color right here. It's called Luna, and I'm going to use my fluffy brush just to sweep that throughout my crease. And I think I'm just going to go for like a warm, grungy eye today. Now that we have that swept throughout the crease, I am going to use this color right here called Polkadot. And I'm just going to use my smaller crease brush just to stick that throughout the inner crease. And I'm just putting this right at my natural crease and then just blending up a little bit. But not too much. I don't want to take this up too high. I really want the concentration of color to be right in the actual crease. Okay, now that I have that polka dot color deposited in my inner crease, I just want to go through with this color right here called Lorelei and just use that color to blend out the other two colors that I already have down. And I'm just going to use my fluffy brush to do that. So I did want to mention that in my last video that I posted on this palette, I did say that I was wondering if the other owner of Melt Cosmetics, Dana, was going to come out with her own palette because this is Laura's palette. And sure enough, I follow Melt on Instagram and I'm subscribed to their mailing list. And they went ahead and announced a new palette coming out for Dana. So I thought that that was pretty cool that, you know, I kind of had like a suspicion that maybe that might happen. Okay, next I'm going to go back in with this Lorelei color right here and my flat paddle brush and just lay that color down on my lids. Okay, so next I'm going to go back into this polka dot color right there, and using my pencil brush, I'm just going to smudge some of that underneath my eyes. Now I'm going to use my medium-sized fluffy brush and go back into this Lorelei color right here and just use that to blow out that polka dot color that I just put down underneath my eyes. I want this to be a super grungy look today. So it doesn't have to be neat or clean. It can be really like messy and really blown out. I'm bringing this pretty far out. I'm going to blend that out some more in a minute, but I want this to be a really like big diffused sort of color. Now I'm going to take my clean fluffy brush and just blend everything out that I just put down. I just want to diffuse this out. So I'm just going to blend all around the eye and just kind of blow all of that out. And I'm just cleaning my brush in between uses on my Veramona color switch just to make sure that I'm not blending and taking off makeup from this eye and then depositing it onto this eye. So I want to make sure that I'm starting out with a clean brush when I go in to blend on this eye. Okay, now using my big fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with this Cupcake color, which is the darkest brown in here. And I'm just going to use my big fluffy brush to lightly just diffuse some on my outer corner. I'm also going to pop a little bit of this on my inner corner as well. I did say in my last video too that these colors right here I felt were reminiscent of the colors in the Rust Stack. So maybe a little bit later in the video we'll go ahead and do some swatch comparisons just to see how close they are. I think that might be kind of interesting to look at. So of course you knew that I could not use this palette without using this color right here. This color is called Gemini. So it is so beautiful. It's this really reflective peachy orange gold color, super gorgeous. And I just want to use this color on my inner corners. But I definitely would love to do another look with this just all over my lids because it is such a stunning color. Next up, I'm going to be using this Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in my waterline. This is the color Torch. All right, that's in now. I really love this color. It is like a nice roasted red brown color, really grungy. This looks really nice also applied to the bottom lash line and then smoked out. I use this a lot and I love this color. So if you don't have it, I would definitely recommend picking it up if you are looking to do more of these like grungy, dirty sort of looks. Next up, I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm going to be using Benefit's Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm just going to pop that on my top and bottom lashes and put on some false lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so we have the lashes on, the mascara's on. I think we're ready for some contour now. I am, as always, going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer to do my contour. And then I'm just gonna blend that out. Today for highlight, I'm going to be going back in with the She's in Parties stack from Melt, and I am going to be using the color Skeleton Kiss. I mentioned in my last video that I absolutely love this color for a highlight. I use it all the time. I think it's really flattering. It's just this nice peachy based color with an orange pink highlight in it. Yeah. That is so gorgeous. Just look at that shine. So for today's lip look, I am going to be using this Melt liquid lipstick in the color Janice. I have had this since IMATS. I picked this up last January at IMATS, and I love this color. I've worn it many times. It's just a nice mauvey grayish color. It looks it's perfect for that nice dead lip look, if that's what you're going for. Like a lot of times that's what I'm going for. So let's go ahead and pop some of this on. I also want to point out that I love their applicator. It's a nice pointed doe foot, so it gives you a lot of control over shape, and the formula is absolutely amazing. It lasts a really long time. It's really comfortable. It doesn't pill or ball up on your lips. It stays on pretty much all day, and it's just a really comfortable, nice formula. I definitely want to pick up a lot more of these liquid lipsticks in the future. Okay, so as I said, I absolutely love this formula. I love the color. So if you have not tried out Melt's liquid lipsticks, I would definitely recommend trying them out. They're one of my favorite formulas, and like I said, I really think that I'm going to be picking up some more of these in the future. Okay, so I think that just about does it for the makeup look. I'm really happy with it. I love this palette. I think it's amazing. I really can't wait to dig into it just for everyday use. I want to mix and match the color. I know that I'm going to be taking this palette on future tours with me as I travel, and I'm really going to put this to good use. So before we end this video, I do want to go in and do a color comparison between this and the rest stack. So let me grab the rest stack. So first up, let's go ahead and swatch the Gemini palette. Okay, and I am going to be swatching just these 5 colors right here. I'm not going to be doing the green colors because I just want to compare these colors to the rest stack and see just how similar they are. Okay, so first up is going to be Luna. The next color, which is totally unique, is going to be Gemini. The next one is going to be Lorelei. Next up is Polkadot. And then Cupcake. So next I'm going to swatch the rest stack right next to these and see if we can see how close these colors actually are. Okay, so first up is going to be Classic. This is Classic. So definitely a lot lighter. The next color is Antique. Okay, so Antique is still going to be in that orangey family like Gemini is, just a flat matte color without the sparkle. It's not a dupe or anything. Okay, here's where I feel like the palette starts to get pretty close. Next up is going to be the color Rubbish. I feel like that color is pretty close. Rubbish is going to be a little bit darker. Okay, next up is Rust. All right, again, that is pretty close. Rust is going to be a little bit more of a red tone than this one up here, but they are pretty similar. And finally, we have Rot, which is the darkest color in this stack. Okay, Rot is going to be, again, a deeper, darker color than this one right here. But again, pretty close. If you can take a look at these last 3 shades right here, I do feel like you could get a pretty similar look out of these ones. So, you know, obviously these first 2 up here are a lot different, so that's going to be the main difference. Of course, with the palette, you do get all of the green shades also, so in no way am I saying, you know, if you have the rest stack, then don't buy the Gemini palette because it's not worth it. I'm not saying that. I love the Gemini palette and I love the rest stack. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to compare the 2 to see how they measure up to each other. I think that about sums it up for today. Again, my thoughts on the Gemini palette. I love it. It is limited edition, so if you can get your hands on it, go ahead and pick it up. I think it's amazing and I cannot wait to continue to love and use this palette. So I think that just about does it for today's video. If you guys have any questions on how I did this look or about any of the products that I use, please feel free to put those questions down below. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Instagram at Sarah Sargent MUA. That's going to be my makeup page. It's just everything having to do with my love for makeup. And you can also follow me if you want on Instagram at Sarah Sargent Pepper. That's going to be my lifestyle page. It's just my general day-to-day life, and it also has a lot of my touring on the road with rock bands, a lot of music related things. So if you're into that, you might get a kick out of checking me out over there as well. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!